Hello everyone, welcome to Module 4. I hope that so far you were able to successfully go through Module 1, 2, and 3. And at the beginning of Module 4, I want to remind you of using the questions forum on Blackboard and sending an email to me if you need any help. As we progress in Module 4, 5, and then the final project, you will see that there will be a lot of things to be done. Sometimes there will be errors, issues, questions. So please try to use these features to ask questions. It will help you move forward, and it will reduce any periods of frustration. My kind of rule is if you are working on something for more than 30 minutes and you can't figure it out yourself, it is time to ask a question. So don't let yourself move forward more than 30 minutes with something and you can't figure it out. Go ahead and ask the question, or leave it and do something else and then come back to it again. But spending 2-3 hours trying to get something done, that's not recommended. We are starting Module 4, and the theme for this module is design. And the goal of this module is to think how to put an app together, and how to think about different considerations for design, both in the user, design related to the user, as well as design related to the functionality of the app itself, and how can the app be efficient and be modular and so on. So our learning goals is to apply some components, arrays and utility, the view, and how to read files in an iOS, and continue applying the iteration controls, the for and while loops, and to work more with the view controller and multiple view apps. There are two reading materials for this module: design patterns and human interface design. And there is an assignment and a discussion board. In the discussion board, I would like you, and this is due on the 22nd, to reflect on the project so far. This will be at the end of this module, so including project number 4. And the purpose of this is to give me an idea of where we are with the class. I put 4 questions here. Are the projects suitable? Are they giving you enough challenge? Are you able to finish it on your own? And how long on average does it take you to finish the project? So please make sure you complete that discussion board by the deadline. Then we have a project, and this is by far will be our biggest project so far. We'll be spending a number of weeks on this project, and from the beginning, and there will be follow-up videos, a walkthrough for this project. So I'll leave the details to those walkthrough videos, but for now, I want to warn you of leaving this till the end. We're working on this for 3-4 weeks, almost the whole month of October working on this project. And you need to dedicate, as I mentioned before, 3 to 6 hours a week, if not more, and use those every single week. I'll try to keep up the walkthrough videos so that you can organize yourself, but this project cannot be done in the last week, cannot be done in the last day. So be very careful here, and start on the project early. There are so many different pieces, as you can see from the description, much bigger than what we have done before. It is an exciting project. It's a game. We will learn a lot of considerations when we design a game. There isn't really, it's not a video game, but still it employs all the concepts of a game and gives us opportunity to think deeply a little bit about what is entailed when we put a game together. So I'll leave the description of the project to another video. Let's take a look at the reading material. The first one is called design pattern, and this is a small reading. And a design pattern give you an insight into how the applications and how the code, the stuff we put in the file with Objective-C, how is this put together and why, and what kind of problems are being solved. This is a beginning course, so we will not going to implement our own design patterns. However, this reading is very important because you have used multiple design patterns so far. Every time we used a delegate, like we did in the previous project, we're using a design pattern. The use of the view controller file and connecting it to a view, that is another model of design pattern. So there are using the events when we when we respond to a view did load event, or responding to any other life cycle event, or an action event that we connected in our app, we are using a design pattern. So if you are curious, and I heard from some of you in the journals and others that you really want to understand what's happening behind the scene, that reading will give you that insight. The article in this reading is written for those for everybody, so it has also some advanced concepts in it, but I would encourage you to go through it and try to understand as much as you can, and try to read from it reflecting on what we have done so far. So tell you what is a design pattern, and how it is a tool for creating a template. And the most important design pattern, the model view controller, and we talked about that before. And this is another good reading to give you a reinforcement to what we discussed on the model view controller from last project. So go ahead and continue that, how to solve the problems, and then to give you a list of common problems. And the first pattern that's listed here is the delegation. And we've used delegation when we used the picker view. There was we used the data source and the delegate, and both of them were defined as what we call protocol. And you see here definition of protocol and why we have that. So this gives you a very nice idea of the different things that we have already used. So go ahead and continue reading this. As I said, read as much as you can from it. The second article is the human interface design. As I mentioned, the theme of this module is design, and there are two components. One is designing the app, which is what design patterns article covers, and the other one is designing for the user, and that's what this second article is covering. This one, it says that user expects the iOS apps to be intuitive, interactive, and engaging. So how can you think about the user as you build your app? And this article highlights some of the issues you want to look at. Design with the user in mind, and how people use the devices, have an understanding on that. That might be an easier. There are some fundamental human interface principles that are defined and listed here, and you can walk through them, and there are some guidelines that are listed, and then some design strategies to take advantage of. So this is a very useful article for you to review and to keep in mind. So read these two articles through this module, complete the discussion board, and use the walkthroughs to define your path and your way through our project, the Guitar Ear Training, which we will discuss in the next video, in the first walkthrough video. Thank you.